Coffee Crisis is a brawler where you play as a barista defending the Earth against an alien invasion. The story is absolutely bonkers, but did you know this game originally came out on the Sega Genesis? No, not originally for the system, but in 2017. I can't believe people still release games for that system. It's amazing to think you can make a game today that will still work on a Genesis. Incredible that they were able to make Coffee Crisis just like the old games. Anyway, the coolest part of Coffee Crisis is just how old school it is. If you really wanted to relive the experience from your childhood, or share your experience, then this is it. That includes all the good and bad that goes along with those games. That game system had a ton of limitations, which are all applied to Coffee Crisis. I mean, it's great because this game feels just like those games did and is a lot of fun. But it's a very basic brawler with a crazy story. And I mean crazy. The story makes no sense. One minute they're serving coffee, and the next they're battling aliens at a concert. Got me what's going on, but it's entertaining. Coffee Crisis has basically non-stop combat, and you need to keep moving. If you stand in one place for too long, you're gonna get wrecked. The enemies swarm around you and have no problems hitting you right in the back. I found the jump kick to be most effective. The enemies spawn from either side of the screen, and it's best to get them to group up because you can stagger them with your hits. There are some power-ups, but nothing new. Coffee Crisis has your standard health and invincibility drops, as well as points. Co-op is probably the best way to experience Coffee Crisis. I think it could be a good couch hangout game because it's slightly mindless and nonsensical. Also, there's a pretty good metal soundtrack. The game could do a little bit more explaining the differences between the two characters. I think Ashley is faster, but I have no idea. Some stat bars would have been cool. Overall, there's not much to say about Coffee Crisis. This game has some pretty good art with a solid soundtrack. The developers wanted to recreate an old game style, and they did it. You're going to want to be a big fan of those games before you purchase. I think the gameplay gets a little repetitive, which makes sense, you know? With all of the nice little touches added in, I think the game is very special. But it is what it is. There's no getting around that. If you're interested, you can still buy a cartridge for this game, and I put the link in the description. Thanks for watching.